Looks like it's going to be a beautiful game. I'm actually looking forward to this one. Like I said before, the Seahawks are going for 5 in a row, and the Cubs are looking to stop. Cubs are looking like a solid team this year. They've got some decent players. Tell me, so we were talking about before the centre, Daniel Liang, who will come out shortly after the kickoff. What do you think?
Well, he's a top player, very good leader for the Cubs. He's been exceptional all year, played almost every snap on the offense, very few issues, and his the overall snapping is very accurate, and he's going to play a very good game today.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a really good player. Has the Seahawks kick off there, fielded on the 20, and they're pushing it straight up. That was just a short run there, so stopped on about the 25-yard line, and the Lions will come out there. And we'll look at the Lions quarterback here, number 16, Cade Dawson. So, Tommy James, what are we thinking about Cade? Cade's looking really solid. He's got a very accurate arm. What do you think?
Well, yeah, as you said, he's got a very accurate arm. The Cubs all season have exploited the use of their receivers. It's been very difficult for defense all season to overcome that power.
Here we go. We've got a run here. We've got a run here from, it looks like he could have been Tyler Hunt by the looks of it.
Sorry, Matt, come again.
Yeah, so the Sydney Uni have got a first down here on the 35-yard line. So far, one good run to open. So just want to also thank our sponsors today, Tribal Sport. Just wanted to let you guys know, if you're watching on Facebook, to comment, if you want to ask us questions. Here we go. We've got Benjamin Chariot breaking through. Just down on the 30. That was a great little swing pass there. Yeah, so if you're joining us on Facebook here, we ask you to like, comment. If you've got any questions to ask us, like Patrick Lingard here asking me what age is this game. This is Colts, so this is anywhere between, and correct me if I'm wrong, James?
It's 15s to 19s.
Thank you, 15s to 19s. So we've got a Sydney Uni first down on the Seahawks 30-yard line.
It was a gain of 25 on that last run.
Dawson makes a pass through. It looked like it was number 22 there, Lachlan Gregory with the good catch. They're moving it well, moving it very, very well. I'm very curious to see how the Seahawks defense is just going to be able to hold this, because they're already pushing them. So we've got a first down here on the Seahawks 20. Dawson steps up. Ball's high. Oh, what a catch. That looks like there was number 88, Michael Galanos. What a catch. Look at that nice. Cade Dawson just steps back into the pocket, saw the fade, put it straight over the cornerback's head. As a cornerback myself, that sucks.
That's following up a good result from last week as well. They worked well together, those two players.
They link up really well. All right, here we go. So Sydney Uni for the 2-point conversion. Oh, ball's dropped there. That looked like it was a drop from number 22, Lachlan Gregory there. So Sydney Uni lead here, 6-0. All right, so the Cubs will now kick back off to the Seahawks. So, look, Seahawks offense are going to come out on the field. They're pushing it really, really well from what I've heard. Tell me, James. So we've got here, who will come out shortly, number 2, the Seahawks quarterback, and also the 2016 Colts MVP, Justin Whiting. Tell me what you think.
Well, he has control of his offense. He is very, very good with reading the field. He's not afraid to run the ball himself if there are no options.
Yeah, it looks like, because I've seen him play, and he looks like a kind of a very good dual threat quarterback. Just tuck and runs when he feels he's got nothing, and just gets out there. And it looks like he's going to link up well with Nicholas Predkowski, number 24, a wide receiver there for the Seahawks as the Cubs kick off. It's a deep, deep, deep kick by Benjamin Chariot. That's gone straight back into the end zone. That's a touchback there. And for those who didn't know, Benjamin Chariot, number 23 for the Cubs, actually played for Australia. He was actually a kicker for the Australian national team. So there you go, that's something we learnt. We'll just quickly cut to the replay of the touchdown there, brought to you by Played On Products. If you look here, just steps up into the pocket, sees the fade. That's it, straight over the cornerback's head. Not much that he can do. So we go back here at the Seahawks ball at their 20. And we got here, we got it looks like a quarterback. Looks like a quarterback run. That looks like a quarterback keep. Quarterback keep there from Justin Whiting. Doesn't get anywhere at all. Straight back to the 20. So we've got a second down here on the Seahawks 20. And I'm joined in the booth here by my good friend Stephen Armstrong, the head of the Gridiron New South Wales Colts. Is it Colts?
That's the state program.
State program. There we go. The state program. There we go. Whiting steps back, looks for a pass. Straight to Gamu. Gamu goes, finds the sideline. Good, nice 5-yard game there. That is Stephen Gamu, number 7, running back. James, you were telling me about him before. Solid runner?
A solid runner. Once again, not afraid to do something fancy, weaving through defense. He's very, very fast. Difficult to catch.
Short guy as well, but like it looks like he can, like, you know, just get underneath. Get straight through.
Yeah, he gets low and just goes between the legs.
That's it, that's it. Now, for those who don't know, the Colts here play a 9-on-9, so I could say they're lining up in the jumbo, but it doesn't really look like it. They've got 4 up on the line there. Oh, yeah, that's the quarterback keep. Whiting's coming out wide. And he's stopped short. So the Cubs hold the Seahawks to their first 3rd and out. That looked like a tackle there from, I think it was number 30, looked like it was number 31, Zach Fernley. So we've got a 4th and 2. Do you reckon they'll go for it?
Oh, yeah, 100%. The Seahawks are never afraid to, if it's a 4th and short, to never go for it.
Oh, that's a run to Gamu. Oh, yeah, he's straight over. That's it, first down. That was a nice little play. Had Stephen Armstrong here just telling me that was going to be a quarterback keep, and it looked like he was going to keep it. Pops it out to Gamu, and Gamu goes straight over there.
For a solid 5-yard run.
Solid, nice 5-yard run there. All right, so we got here the Seahawks. First down here. It looks like a little pass straight out to Gamu again. And Gamu just gets up for a little, probably about a 2-yard gain or something like that. All right. So, James, tell me, Whiting.
Yeah.
Do you think he's a solid? I think he's a solid quarterback. I think he's a good dual threat.
Yeah.
Do you think he can maybe make the step up and represent into representative? You know, New South Wales, maybe even Australia. Do you think he's got that capability?
It definitely has the capability.
Will that run there from Stephen Gamu? A little first down there.
First down, yeah.
That's on the 45-yard line. Yeah, sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, so he's definitely got that capability. He reads the field exceptionally. He works well with everyone around him. There's no fear that he will not make the representative sides.
Yeah. There's something that I kind of noticed, particularly with not just the Seahawks, but their whole team. They're very well drilled. They get it looks like we've got another run here. Quarterback keep from Whiting, coming straight up through the center. He's tackled down there for a nice 5-yard gain. That was like number 31 again. That's Zach Fernley. That's his, I think it's his 2nd or 3rd tackle for the game. He's solid safety, that Zach Fernley.
Most quarterbacks are pretty scared to run it straight down the middle of the field. They'll tend to run it out to the sideline, so they won't get tackled. But Justin Whiting, he's definitely not afraid to run it straight, even at the lineman.
Punches it straight through. I saw that. He just doesn't. He's not about that fancy going around. Just go straight through.
Yeah.
Here we go with another run here from number 24. Going up. That's it. He's through. 10, 5, touchdown.
That's Nicholas Prodowski.
Nicholas Prodowski dropping in at running back there. It's a nice little outside run. You got the fans all below us here, giving him a nice round of applause there. That was a beautiful little run there from number 24, Prodowski. So from what I can see, it looks like, do you think they're going to kick? I think they're going to... Are they kicking? Yeah, it looks like they're kicking. Yep. They're coming out to kick here. Oh, no, they're not.
2 point.
Actually lining up. That's it. There we go. And that's 2 points.
That's from Corey Dean catching the pass.
From Justin Whiting, by the looks of it.
Yep, putting the scores at 8-6 with the Seahawks in the lead.
That's a nice little flick play. And I think if we go back and check the replay here, brought to you by Play On Products, look at this run here. Prodowski goes around, beats around there. You got the good block out there from the wide receiver, and that's it. He's done. He's down the field. It's an interesting. It's as a cornerback, it's difficult to try and get off that block there. So if you've got a good wide receiver that's making that good block for the running back to come around, then yeah, it's going to be pretty tricky. As we look here at the Seahawks sideline, as I was saying before, James, I think they're very well drilled. They're coached by the Lambropoulos brothers. Christos, I think, is the head coach.
And Justin.
And Justin, that's it. Yeah, they're a very well-drilled team. Saw them before warming up. They're very strict. Do you think these players are going to be able to make the step up into the Division 1 when they become of age? And do you think they'll make that good transition, or do you think it'll take a couple of years?
No, I feel that the transition will be perfect. It's been seen previous years. This year, they've actually got quite a lot of rookies on their team. So the Kookaburra Bowl champions of last year, or more than half of the team actually went up to Division 1. So these guys do not worry about the transition at all.
Here we go, down the sideline, number 82 by the looks of it.
That's Christoph Brindham.
Christoph Brindham. Nice little shake and bake up the middle there. Shake one tackler and come straight out on the side near the sideline there. As the Cubs offense come back onto the field. They pushed the last time, James. Do you think we could be seeing that again in this series?
Well, the only other matchup between these two sides all season was the 50-40 loss or the Seahawks beat the Cubs 50-40. So it was a very high-scoring game. I'm expecting this will be very similar. Yeah,
you know what? It wouldn't surprise me at all. The defenses are playing relatively okay, but you know, if they're going to want to try and get a win there, they're going to need to get a stop. Let's get the snap here. And that's again to Brindham, who's dragged down there at about the 38-yard line there. That's a good, probably solid 6-yard pickup. Just want to apologise to our viewers there. At Leichhardt, we've got planes flying very low over us. So we've got a second down there.
I'll actually make a quick correction there. I believe that was actually number 88, Michael Galanos, that got that catch there.
Not my apologies. Brindham. I actually should have worn my glasses. Here we go. We've got Dawson taking the snap. And it looks like a good run there from number 4. I think that could be Tyler Hunt. Nice solid run up the middle. It's down to the Seahawks 30. So the ref wants to stop. 32-yard line. First down, Cubs. Something I really enjoy about watching the Cubs and probably the Seahawks as well. Have a look at the coaches on the sideline. They're very animated in their, in the play giving and stuff like that. As we've got a first down here. We've got another run here from by the looks of Hunt. Gets up to probably just around about the 26-yard line, 27-yard line there. Yeah. James, the coaches on the sideline, they're very, very much like college coaches, They're throwing up the signals and,
Well, they like to dance. That's all that can be said.
That's it. It's very different to, I guess, my team. In Division 1, we have the quarterback that makes all the decisions himself. As we've got a second down here. With the snap there to Dawson. He looks like he's going to keep this one. And he does. And he will get up, and he will get the... Oh, is he over? I think he's over.
Yeah, that's for the first down.
Yeah, that's over. Yeah. White hat gives the signal, and that's first down. Yeah, Division 1, I know that my team, we have the quarterback that gives our signals. Whereas the it looks like here in the Colts, it's all coming from the coach. Do you think that they'll be able to that quarterbacks from the Colts will be able to make that transition into another? Oh, that's a drop there from Dawson. Still puts a pass up. 82 again, and he's in. And he's in. Brindham again. We'll come back to that one, James. Tell me what you think. That was he dropped the ball on the snap, pops it up, puts it straight over.
The recovery from both teams is perfect. There's no worry from the coaches. They'll still be nice and animated when things like that happen, but they need not worry with both of these quarterbacks. They'll drop it. They'll still get that first down.
Oh. And that's just over Benjamin Chariot there. And just wanted to touch base with my man, Ben Lucas, who's watching. Benny, we'll see you soon, buddy. And Benjamin Chariot for man of the match, he's saying. Who knows? Let's have a look. But look, we'll cut back to the replay there, brought to you by our friends at Play On Products. So the snap's there, he drops it, he fumbles, but there's no speed. What I'm not liking, there's not much speed from the Seahawks line. What do you think? On that, I would have just jumped straight. I would have just tried, cut the guy if I had to, jump straight on that ball.
Well, it's the power of Tony Liang and his offensive line is that there was plenty of space there for the quarterback to recover that ball, and there was open space. He could have run it himself, and that shows the pure strength of the Cubs' offense.
Yeah, they've got a very solid offensive line.
And with that strength of the offensive line, that's how they've scored their 302 points in the regular season.
And they only conceded
104.
104. So they're the best defense in the league, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Wow. Even at the 50 to 40 games, we've got a kick here from Benjamin Chariot. Another bomb. This one falls just short of the end zone. We've got here number 1 by the looks of it.
Corey Dean
taking it up to the 20-yard, and we've got our first flag of the day. I'm not too sure if you guys are getting that through your speakers there, but our lovely stadium commentator there just giving the crowd a background into what the flags are.
Number 70 on the returning team. 10 yards from the spot of the foul, first down.
We've got a block in the back on the returning team on number 70. That was on... by the looks of it, John Engelshoff, if I pronounce that correctly, sorry.
Back, number 70 on the return team. It's 10 yards from the end of the run. First down.
So 10 yards from the end of the run. So that's going to put them back.
Half distance to the goal because it's inside the 20.
There we go. That's what I was going to say. Half distance to the goal. So he was stopped on about the 20 or something?
Yeah, so we're just short of the 10, probably about the 9.5.
Yeah. It's going to take a little bit of magic from Whiting, Gamu, and the rest of that offense there to get themselves out of the 10 and start moving that ball down the field here as we got a Seahawks first down. We've got a snap here. It looks like a run from Gamu. Can he make it outside? He's going to make it outside, and he's out just over the, looks like the 13-yard line. Maybe the 14-yard. There's a nice little run there from Gamu, just breaking out outside. He's a speedy little demon, isn't he?
Oh, 100%, yeah. I'd just like to remind those listening is that in the Kookaburra Bowl last year, the Seahawks were losing at halftime. They went on to win it by 16 points. And in the semi-final against UTS...
We've got a pass here from Corey Dean. Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
So a nice little reception there from looks like it was Corey Dean. That brings them up to probably about the 28-yard line, 27-yard line.
27, yeah.
We've got a first down Seahawks. Sorry, mate, you were saying, so in the semi-final?
Semi-final last week, the Cubs were down at halftime as well. They went on to win it in overtime. So these sides, they're down at halftime. Doesn't matter. It's a whole new game for them at soon as the second half starts.
We've got a first down here. Looks like another pass to Corey Dean again from Justin Whiting. He's brought down. I can't even see. I'm trying to see who that number is.
The 28 with 1 yard gain.
28.
Oh,
He's
no.
brought down there by Jalele Dempsey. That's a strong name, Jalele. So they're very resilient teams, you know. They both go into the halves down, but they can still push it and come back on top in the second half.
Yeah.
We've got a second down here on the Seahawks 28-yard line. Whiting rolls out. He puts it up.
Lobs it up.
Puts it up, and that is PI. I saw that PI all day. We've got another flag out. That would be for pass interference, definitely. As we cut to our...
Pass interference on the defense, number 82. 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
So Christoph Brindam, who's doubling up as a receiver and a cornerback, gets flagged for the pass interference there. What do you think? Bit harsh, James?
Oh, completely fair.
I think it's completely fair, yeah. He had his hands all over him, all throughout the back. If we look here at Play On Products replay, he's got his hands all over him. As soon as that right hand comes over the shoulder, looks like he sort of brings the arm down a little bit. He's stopping the receiver from making the catch. That's a definite pass interference there.
And if Prodowski actually made that catch, could well have been another touchdown for the Seahawks.
Oh, we got another flag out in the field already. I think we have a delay of game here.
We have encroachment on the offense. 5 yards, still first down.
I got to guarantee that's on 81. I saw the way he lined up. He kind of lined up like his helmet was over the ball. Yeah, he's pointing out to 81 there. That is... I think we're missing a number for 81 there. We'll get back to you there once we get that name. But yeah, he's lining up his head over the ball. If you look here on our feed, you can see where they're lining up. All of them lining up behind the ball. 81 before had his helmet in front of where that line is. We've got the snap there to Whiting. Rolls out, puts it up. There's another flag on the field. And that's no catch there. It's incomplete. We've got a flag back down at the line of scrimmage. We've got a holding.
We're holding number 70 on the offense. That penalty is declined. Second down.
We've got a holding on John Engelsos, which has been declined. So, again, if you're hearing this through your feed, it's our lovely stadium commentator there just letting us know. We've got a second down and 14. The Cubs don't actually lose any... the Seahawks don't lose any yards. They're going to stay there as they are. And we've got a pass here from Whiting. Straight out to Gamu. And he is just put out, probably back at the line of scrimmage, maybe a 1 yard gain. He's put out just on the line of scrimmage there. So we've got a 3rd and 14. Big pass play?
Oh, yeah. There'll be a nice long, I'd say, 40-yard pass from Whiting.
Yeah.
I reckon he
I
can
would
do
have called the swing pass out closest to us. If we got it looks like a sack. That's going to be a sack, our first sack of the day. And that is number 4, by the looks of it, Tyler Hunt. Coming back through from the linebacker position there, getting the big sack and stopping the Seahawks there for a big 4th and 20.
Springs up the 4th and long, and looks like they're going to go for it. Are they?
No, I think wow, they're actually going to go for it. I think White should just blast it, punt it. With the snap here. He's gone for the pass. And that's over. Oh, and that's incomplete. So, wow, big call on 4th down. And the Cubs get the ball back on the Seahawks 35-yard line. That's a huge call. You would have punted it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Being a centre myself, long snapping was not my favourite thing to do, but the most logical thing when you were 4th and 14.
4th and forever, yeah. Yeah, 4th and forever. Just get rid of it. Definitely get rid of it.
Especially when you're in your own half. When you're in the opposition half, sometimes it's worth going for that.
it, yeah.
But not when you're on your 35.
That's a big call in the first half when we've got 12 minutes to go in your own half. That's very it's a big call there by Coach Lambropoulos as we've got the Cubs back out on offense. We've got a snap there to Kate Dawson. He steps up. Oh, and he looks for Benjamin Chariot. Ooh, just short. Just short. Just out of the fingertips there from Benjamin Chariot. That was a nice, solid, just looked like he ran just a go route from the slot. And I just want to give a shout out to one of our guys here, Jody Luisi, putting up the Gator sign. Go the Gators.
UTS Farlap, number 40, the Magic Man.
The Magic Man. Why do they call him Farlap?
Oh, because he's as fast as Farlap.
Oh, yeah, nice.
No one can stop him.
Love that, love that. We've got a second down here. Snap to Dawson. Was at the run here back to Tyler Hunt. Just going up there. Probably around about a good solid 3-4 yard gain. We've got a third down here on the Seahawks 33-yard line. Waiting for the signal here from the coach.
Having a nice little dance.
We've got a snap here to Dawson. Does a little spin over Chariot's head, and that is an incomplete pass. I don't know what happened. He just did a little twirl. I mean, I think he must have been thinking he was going to look for the swing out on the left, and he just did a little twirl and went and looked for Chariot. That was a bit of a poor play there. We've got a big fourth down here. Do you reckon Chariot's got the leg to hit it from here? If he wanted to kick it?
Honestly, wouldn't have a clue. Haven't seen very many field goals in Colts competition this season.
Fourth down. Ooh, big pass, and he's looking for Chariot again, and that's still over his head.
So it's that 4 plays and four over the top of Chariot?
Yeah, 4 plays and 3 over the top of Chariot. Yeah, actually, no, that's right. It's 4 over the top of... Oh, no, there was a run and then 3 passes over his head.
Yeah.
If we just cut back to that shot there of Chariot taking off his helmet, as you can see, he's wearing the Australian Outback helmet. And we'll see if we can quickly grab a replay of that last pass, and we'll just show you... That's right, we're coming out here with a Seahawks first down on their 33-yard line. We've got the snap here. Looks like another run. Yeah, Justin Whiting holding. And he goes up to probably around about the 36-yard line. Little nice tuck and run. We've just got a replay here of the incomplete pass. So snap to Dawson. You look at Chariot there, second from the bottom. He goes straight up through. But he looks up too early. As a corner and a receiver, well, I've never played receiver, but as a corner, I know that if you look up early, you'll never find the ball. You need to just run your route and look up at the right moment. We've got a second down here. Snap looks like another holding from Whiting. And pass there to Corey Dean. Go on, Corey. That's it, son. He gets up there to about the 42, 43.
41.
On the 41-yard line. Wow, that's that's going to be 3rd and 2. Big 3rd and 2 coming up. They're going to want to convert this because last time they missed it. They're going to want to convert this, definitely.
And we'll just do another shout out to Harrison from the Gators. Looks like the UTS Colts are enjoying this game very much.
Got motion down here. That's it. Whitey's gone. He's gone. He's gone. Look at him. He's done. 15, 10, 5. That's it. He's in. Touchdown. What a keep. What a keep. I love that little motion. The receiver comes out down on the left, and he just cuts straight up through the center. That's a big play. That's a big score as well. That will put them up at 14-12. 14-12 to the Seahawks with a conversion to come. That was a huge run. That's a huge play. We are going to remember that name, Zach Holman. Whiting is the man today. Already thrown for 1 and ran for the other. That was a big, probably a 35-yard run. We got a pass. Oh, that could be roughing the passer. I think he had the ball. He still had the ball in his hand, but that was a missed conversion there. So the score remains at 14-12 Seahawks with about 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes to go in the first half. I think if you heard that through our mics, I apologise there. The score is actually incorrect. It is still 14-12 as the Seahawks have converted one 2-point conversion there. And we'll hopefully see if we can get a replay of the touchdown from our great friends here. As the Seahawks and Cubs just come back out for the kickoff. I think we'll cut to the replay just after the kickoff there. So we've got number 24 from the Seahawks, Predowski. Predowski going for a kick, puts it up. That's a good kick, solid kick. Fielded at the... Oh, that's going deep. That's interesting.
Zach Fernley returning the ball there.
I don't know why he let it bounce. If you thought it was rolling, I would have just said I would have just thought he'd keep it rolling there.
Yeah.
But as we were going to quickly cut back to a replay brought to you by Play on Products, you see Whiting here just exploding straight up over the outside, straight up to the center. No one's going to catch him. Just goes in for the touchdown there. Nice, solid run. And we've got here the Cubs coming back out on offense. First down on the 21-yard line. And we've got a run here. Just going up straight up to the center. That's a big hit. That looks like it was number 18.
Nicholas Yee.
Cubs, Nicholas Yee. Another small. They're small-statured running backs, but they run well. They run hard.
They get low, they push through. The leg strength is just phenomenal.
Yeah, Yee just lowered the beam there. It wasn't a big game, but, you know, he's not afraid to get up there straight in between the tackles. As we got a second down here with the snap from Daniel Yang and we got a pass to Chariot again. Oh. And that's a nice little trip up there from number 21, Christian Mann from the Seahawks. Nice little trip on Chariot there to bring it to 3rd and about 5. We just want to give a quick shout out to our friends here at Play On Products there. If you are coming down to the grand final today, you can come see us. We're on the sideline, get your free spray, get all your sporting needs with a pass there. Big pass. Oh, that's a tough call. That's a tough call. And I'll play on there. We'll get back to you shortly. That's a big tough call. If we can hopefully grab a replay, you can see like the receiver's arms. I think that's number 82, Christoph again.
Brindham.
Yeah, Brindham's right arm kind of gets dragged down in the motion of him trying to make the catch, and the ref standing right there, he doesn't throw the flag. I don't know. I personally think it was a bit of a... It could have been a bit of a flag there.
Brindham's had a very good game. We like to talk about him so far this game.
I know. That's 3 or 4 times I've spoken about him already. He's doing well so far. Got a punt here. Looks like Chariot with the big punt. And that one's up and out over probably around about the 40, maybe 45. Yeah, around about the 45-yard line-ish. 40-yard line, the Cubs 40-yard. It's a bit of a disappointing punt.
We just had a timeout call.
So we've got
timeout Seahawks, their first timeout for the half.
Thank you, ref. We've got the first timeout there for the Seahawks. And we'll see if we can hopefully grab a replay of that previous pass play.
No, I think we're just going to chill with the refs.
That's it. The boys just getting the water in. As anyone who's watching from around the world, around the country, it is about 32 or so degrees in Leichhardt. We've got a pass here. You look at that right arm. See, number 16 just gets the right arm onto Brindham's right shoulder and kind of drags it down in the motion of the catch. For me, I would have thought that would have been a PI. refs cleared and called that one, so we're just going to have to let that one slide. And if we're checking here, looks like, yeah, it is about 32 degrees out here in Leichhardt. A bit of a nice warm day for us. If you guys are joining us there, just to let you know that the Seahawks are up against Sydney Uni, 14-12, with about 8 minutes to go in the first half. And if you're joining us later on, at 2 p.m, we've got the Kookaburra Bowl, which will be contested by the UNSW Raiders and the ACT Diamonds. And then at 5 p.m, we've got the big one, the Waratah Bowl, between the West Sydney Pirates and the Sydney Uni Lions.
And for those of you questioning why we're only talking about the first half, in Colts and Women's, they play a 35-minute running clock half, not quarters like the Division 1 do.
I apologise there, I've been corrected. Sorry, this is the Kookaburra Bowl. The Opal Bowl is actually for the women's, and that'll be contested at 2 p.m. between UNSW, as we have another flag out on the field.
We've got a false start, number 24 on the offense, 5 yards, still first down.
We have a false start here on Predowski. So that's really just a discipline thing. I mean, it's nothing to do with the skill, it's a disciplinary thing, isn't it?
First one of the morning as well, I believe.
First one of the morning, that's right, yeah.
Which is very good that we got down to just over 8 minutes with our first, to get our first false start.
There we go. We've got a run from Whiting. He's going out, and he's still going,
Ooh.
and he's back to the line of scrimmage. Probably around about maybe a 1 yard gain from that. And looks like we have another timeout here. Timeout to the Seahawks. Looks like Coach Lambropoulos wants to just take his boys aside and have another chat.
Timeout, Seahawks, their second charge timeout.
Yeah, so we've got a timeout here.
So that leaves the Uni with 3 timeouts left for the half, and Seahawks with 1.
Will that be as soon as it's half time?
And if you're joining us on Facebook there, we ask you to, throw a comment in there, throw a shout out. If you just give us your thoughts on the game, chuck up a like, chuck up a heart. Actually, you know what? Let's run this. What do you think, James? If you guys think the Cubs are going to win this one, hit us with, what do you reckon, a love heart?
Yeah, let's go with the love heart.
All right, so if you think the Cubs are going to win this one, hit us with a love heart reaction. If you think the Seahawks are going to win this one, let's go with a like. So go for gold, hit as many as you can now, let us know what you guys think.
And if you think it's going to go to overtime, let's give us a laughing,
yeah,
crying
give us a
face.
laughing one, a laughing one. That's it. Heard that game last week between the Cubs and the Gators went to overtime. That would have been a great game to watch.
It was a stressful one to watch.
Yeah, it would have been stressful. Would have been stressful for, I guess, the Seahawks as well. Watching that, thinking who we're going to get as, who we're going to get as our opponents.
The only team to keep them from
as we
winning.
got the likes and the hearts rolling in. All right, we've got a Seahawks second down here. Looks like a 2nd and 14, 2nd and 15. We've got another run from Whiting, going straight up the middle. And he looks like he stopped back at around about 40, you reckon, James?
Yeah, the 40, so that brings up a 3rd and 10.
Oh, we've got a couple of laughing ones in there. People think he's going to go to overtime.
Sorry, what was that?
So there's a big 3rd down here. What are we? We're about 6 minutes in. I think if the Seahawks can put one through here now, it might change the tide of the game. They put one just before halftime. Oh, we've got a drop pass there from
number 87. That's Leroy Heater.
Leroy Heater, just a bit just around his shoulder, and he just couldn't get his hands around it.
So that's the Seahawks' 3rd timeout of the half.
Seahawks have charged.
Timeout, Seahawks, their 3rd and final timeout.
3rd and final, that's it. So as the boys go back aside and grab a drink, we just want to also, again, thank our sponsors for the day, Play On Products, and particularly our major sponsor, Tribal Sport. And we just hope that you guys join us for the full day today. If you're in the area, come down to Leichhardt Oval. It should be a great day. It's a gold coin donation. It should be a great day. We've got we've got a barbie, we've got some beers. We've got actually a decent crowd showing up at the moment. So it should be a very, very good game, and you've got a good game of football later on.
Yeah, mate, I'm fine with that.
So we've got the boys coming back out here from the timeout. Big 4th and 10 on the Cubs 40-yard line. And we've just a big shout out to Max Hepton Store, who's saying that the Gators should be playing. I heard the game was good last week. A bit disappointing. Oh, it's a nice block, and that's like a first down. That's a first and more, and he's gone. And he's in. Oh, wait, that's a flag. So that could be a block in the back. But that was a really good run.
That
a nice little end around.
Leroy Hader for that run. Got a flag back on the 9.
That was a nice little end around. I feel like it's going to be
Holding,
blocking.
number 1 on the offense.
Holding.
10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
Holding by, looks like it was Corey Dean.
So that takes it back to the 19.
Do you know, it's a disappointing way for them to, have that flag against them, but at least they picked up the first.
Yeah.
That was a big 4th and 10, a huge 4th and 10, and they picked up that first. So here we go. Seahawks coming back in. We've got Whiting keeping the ball. Little pass to Corey Dean. Oh,
That's to Prodowski.
We've got a flag back at the line of scrimmage. Looks like I think this, and a hat down. This could be a personal. But at the moment, we've got a touchdown, and that was to 24, was it?
Prodowski, yeah.
Prodowski, thank you. As our refs are conferring here on the 25-yard line. That flag is back down at the line of scrimmage. We've got our replay here by Play on Products. See the little end around there, and he's gone.
There was a bit of a shove in the back on that replay that we saw.
And you got the holding just... Ooh.
We have multiple fouls on the play. We have holding, number 70 on the offense. That penalty will be accepted. We have unsportsmanlike conduct, number 70 on the offense, taunting. That penalty will also be accepted. Time expired on the play. Half time.
Wow, that's two big fouls, flags, to end the half. So we got both on Nicholas John Engels, we've got a holding and a taunting. So that's big there. Hopefully, Coach Lambropoulos can get his boys into the sheds and cool some heads. They're up by 6. Oh, sorry, up by 8. They can cool some heads, and we can come back for after the second half there. All right, guys, welcome back to the second half. Looks like here the Cubs are about to kick off there. We just want to also thank our friends here at Double Take for hooking us up with the live stream. If you're joining us on Facebook, throw out a like, throw out a love heart, hit us up with a comment, let us know where you're from. And we also want to thank our major sponsors today, Tribal Sport and Play On Products. And we got a kick here from Benjamin Chariot, puts up another bomb. And it looks like it's taken there by number 56.
Stelios Glitos.
Yeah, and we got a tackle there by number 82 and number 10 from the Cubs.
So that's Marshall Luke and Christoph Brindam.
So let's really quickly catch up. James, tell me what your thoughts are on the first half before the guys get out here and start the second half. What do you think?
I think that they played well in the opening half, but I think with this heat and the intensity of the two teams, fatigue may set in very quick. There may be a few more false starts, offsides called in this half, but I think the discipline will stay relatively on point in regards to personal fouls.
We've got a first down here. It looks like a run from Gamu. Straight up the middle, breaking tackles, and he's brought down by Brindham just on the 31-yard line. 30, yes, about 31 and a bit. Yeah, look, it looks like in the first half, the Seahawks came out really, really well drilled, and the Cubs the same thing. It just looks like it's going to settle in this one here, and this is really going to show, who has the mental stability to keep the game going. As we've got a snap here, another run by Gamu. He's coming outside, misses one tackle. He's up across the 35, and he's just out on the 43-yard line. Steps out on the 43-yard line. We've got a tackle there by number 38 from the Cubs, Jack Ryan.
Knowing both of these coaches at halftime, the words would have been very motivating, and I feel that both coaches think that it's a new game, new half, new game. They don't care about what happened in the first half. They'll be ready to go, ready to win the second.
That's the best way to go into it. Just tell the boys, listen, forget about what happened in the first half. As we've got another run here from Justin Whiting, going up, down, past the 45, on the 40. 35, 30, and he's going to be run out just on the 25-yard line. It's a huge gain from Whiting there, bringing up the Seahawks 1st and 10 on the 25. Yeah, that's the best way to motivate you guys. Just let them know, look, boys, just go in there, forget about the first half, forget about the fact that you're leading or you're losing, and just start it all over again. And hopefully these guys came out all fresh. And
especially with the scores being so close. It's a completely new game.
That's exactly it. 6 points difference there. And we've got a snap, and looks like Whiting rolling out of the pocket, and he's going to get sacked. Big sack there by number 11 from the Cubs. That looks like it's Liam Goring. Liam Goring, that's a big sack. It looks like just Whiting just stopped and let it happen.
So that's 12 yards back. So that brings up a 2nd and 22.
That's a huge loss. He just stood there and just pump fake, and if it was me, I would have tried to get rid of the ball. Just try and put it out if you can. It's a huge loss to take, particularly in their half. We got motion here from Prodowski, and he looks up to Prodowski himself, and Prodowski takes the catch. He's up past the 30, 20. He's in. And that is a touchdown for the Seahawks. There's a nice little motion there. It wasn't picked up by the safety, and he just beat a couple tacklers and went in for the score. That brings the score up to 18-14 with the conversion to come. Sorry, apologise. It's 20-12. Because I don't know how to read the scores correctly. I'll wear my glasses, all right? Don't laugh at me. All right, so we've got the Seahawks coming up here with the motion to Gamu, motioning out wide, and Whiting keeps, and Whiting dives over for the 2 points. Straight through the defensive line of the Cubs, straight over, and he's in. If we can, we'll see if we can grab a quick replay of that touchdown there from our good friends here at Double Take, brought to you by Play On Products. As you see there, you see the motion come over, and the safety's sort of shadowing him, but he doesn't get outside fast enough, and he doesn't wrap up. He misses that tackle, and he's gone. Nice solid touchdown there for Prodowski.
Just on the replay there, we saw how casual Whiting was with Gamu and Prodowski, is that they didn't seem tense at all going into that snap. It was very chill, and then all of a sudden we had a touchdown scored.
How these guys like Prodowski, Gamu, Whiting? They've probably been playing together for years, haven't they? Because they just look they look like it just flows, like it's just all natural to them. They're sort of like the sort of team play they have between the three of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been at least 2 years, including this year. And I believe that Whiting may have to move up to Division 1 next year, as he's
going to be too old.
Yeah.
So we've got a kick here that's going to go and bounce. That's going to sit up, and that's going to be a touchback there. Sharrett is not going to field the ball, and it's going to be brought out to the Cubs' 20-yard line. So we got the Seahawks up 22 against Sydney University Cubs 12. So we also would just like to give a quick shout out to our sponsors here, Play On Products. It helps and soothes your relaxed and tired muscles. No rubbing needed. If you're coming down to the ground today, come and see us. We do have a little booth on the sideline. Grab your free spray today, before, during, and after sport. We got a snap here from Daniel Liang.
Accurate as always.
And it's a pass, and that, ooh! And the ref took a hit. Chariot just leveled the ref. I mean, fair enough, he got in the way, but Chariot just leveled the ref. You can hear the crowd in front of us there having a good old laugh at it. That would have been, he would have completed that. He would have completed that catch.
Oh, that would have been a solid gain, if not touchdown.
He would have completed that catch. It's a little bit
upsetting.
A little bit upsetting, and I mean it's a shame, but you know it is what it is. At the end of the day, we can't sit there and throw a flag on the ref. We got a second down here. And we've got just a short gain there. Run by number 4, Tyler Hunt. As we will just check out the replay as well. If you just saw that just before, you would have seen he just ran straight into him. It's a bit of a shame that happens, but you know, that's just the sport you play at the end of the day. Here we go. We've got a chant coming up by the Seahawks fan. We've got a 3rd and about 7. And Dawson puts the ball up. It's a wobbly one, and it's a pick. Number 18.
Ned Rickard, number 18, got that interception there.
He threw that straight into double coverage there, and there was probably no chance that was going to be a reception made, and that was a straight pick. If we can hopefully grab a replay, and we'll show you. As the Seahawks run back out there on offense. Now I can see we're sitting right above the Seahawks fans, so they're all loving it right now. The boys are gaining a bit of momentum on D and on offense as well. And we got Whiting stepping up in the shotgun. Motion to Gamu. Motion's out left. With the snap, and it's a keep. It's a keep. And he's up past the 30, 35, 37 yard line.
Gets the first down.
Now, this might just be me, considering I've played this game for a few years, but like, would you not think as soon as that Gamu motion's out to the left, you think straight away it's going to be a Whiting run?
Well, being an offensive lineman, I don't often see things like that, but
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, like you see that, and I would assume straight away it's a run. As we got a run here by Gamu, and he looks like he's going to be stopped. Ooh, He's still standing. And we got a tackle here by number 31 from the Cubs, Zach Fernley. As we quickly check out our replay here of that pick. See Dawson steps back. He's looking. He puts it up, but it's a wobbly ball, and he throws it straight double coverage, and that's picked there by looks like Edward Rickard. Just gets that one hand straight up there in front of the Cubs receiver and brings that down. We've got a 2nd and 12 here. We've got Nicholas Yee. Oh, sorry, Pradowski. Pradowski with the ball. He's coming up on just after 42. Probably about the 42-yard. No, sorry, the 38-yard line. My apologies. You'd have seen there Pradowski lined up in the shotgun at the running back there, giving Gamu a bit of a break. Takes a little flick pass out to the right and just comes straight out. And it picks up the 3rd down. It looks like here we're going to have a timeout called. Yes, we are. Timeout's going to be called by Coach Lambropoulos from the Seahawks.
Timeout Seahawks, their first timeout for the half.
And as you can hear, that was our first timeout for the half there. Get the boys some water. James, Cubs, do you think they're dwindling?
Sorry?
Do you think the Cubs are dwindling? Do you think they might fall short in this one? I mean, the Seahawks have just thrown everything at them, and with that pick now, that would have just put Dawson would be a little bit down about that. What do you think?
I feel that the Cubs, will come back. They're a second half team. They definitely can do it in the last 10 minutes while everyone else gets fatigued. They'll run over with touchdown after touchdown. And I feel that the last 10 minutes of this game will be very, very intense. Let's just hope the Seahawks can manage their fatigue well.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, especially like you said before, you said at the start of the second half, the heat will be, that'll be the that'll be what's going to kill it. That'll be what's sending these boys, going to be giving these boys a lot of fatigue, and they're going to be, the muscles are going to be straining. They're going to need, get some water in and stuff like that.
They're going to need some of this spray on play on stuff.
Look at that, straight plug-in. What a plug right there, James. You are the man. That's a solid plug. Get that play on. So we've got a snap here, 3rd and about 5. It looks like it's a keep from Whiting again. Just over Cody Dean's arms. That's going to bring up a 4th down there.
Especially under these helmets all day, with this humidity, this heat, it is going to be difficult for the players to maintain their strength that we saw in that opening half. Let's hope that they can continue without any issues.
Completely agree. And I mean, James and I both play, so we both know the feeling. My helmet's black, so in this heat it sucks. So we've got a keep from Whiting. He's gone. That's it. He's shot the middle, and it looks like he's gone. That's it. He may not get tackled. 31 goes for the trip, misses in. That's it. Whiting's in. That is Whiting's 2nd touchdown that he's run in and 3rd overall. He's having a blinder of a day today.
So that was the attempted trip by Zach Fernley there. Unfortunately, just a couple of centimeters short. And brings up the scores at 28-12 with the conversion to come.
I feel like the Cubs need to start having have the safety roll over as a sort of a spy, because you got to really be careful with Whiting. If we look at our play on product replay here, Whiting, you see him, the number 31, the play gets dragged out too wide, and that's it. Whiting's gone. Like, you got to have someone that spies. As we got a pass to nobody by Whiting, and it looks like they missed the conversion, so the scores remain level at 28-12.
So that brings it up to a 2 converted score game. So the last 24 minutes of this will be very intense. Let's hope that we can continue to talk about touchdowns from Whiting and Gum.
Yeah, it's gonna be solid, and it's really gonna take a lot of heart and a lot of gusto by the Cubs to come back in this one. So, looking forward to it. But yeah, back on what I was saying. I mean, it might be harder with the 9 men on the field, but I would set your safety as a spy, and just to watch Whiting wherever he moves, because Whiting is that type of quarterback where if he doesn't see anything, he'll tuck it and go. You can focus on the pass as much as you want, but you've got to have someone that can watch him, and if he moves, you tackle him.
Yeah, that is very fair call there, and it's as soon as he sees that little space in the line, he'll just go for it. Running straight down the middle of the field he finds that fun. So he'll, as soon as he sees that, he'll try and go for that first down, and just like that last play, he went all the way.
That's it. As we got a kick from the Seahawks, Prodowski. A solid bomb, and that looks like it's going to go dead into the end zone. Yes, it will be. The Cubs are not going to return that, and they will take the touchback, bring it out to their 20-yard line. So if we look here at the uni quarterback, number 16, Dawson, Cade Dawson, he's having a pretty average day, you think?
Yeah, I think it might be a bit of the pressure of the Kookaburra Bowl here, but he I don't think he's very comfortable right now in his the plays.
This is their first Kookaburra Bowl in a fair few years, isn't it?
Yeah, that's correct. So in 2015, they were beaten in the semi-final.
Big pass just over Brindham. Sorry, James. You were saying?
In 2015, they were beaten by the Pirates in the semi-final. So it was a Seahawks-Pirates. Seahawks went on to win that Kookaburra Bowl. In 2016, it was actually the Seahawks that knocked them out in the semi-finals. And then the Sutherland went on to beat UTS last year. And so now it's the first one back. There was a fumble there.
On the snap. And he's keeping it. Dawson's going straight up through the centre. And it looks like he's going to be brought down at around about the 38-yard line. That's a good, solid pick up there.
For the first down there.
For the first down as well. See, they're both very similar quarterbacks. I mean, I think Dawson is less likely to probably tuck and run as Whiting would be. But I feel like they're both very similar in the way that they play. As we got a uni first down. A little bit of a draw play there. And that's around about a 4-yard gain there. Pick up from Tyler Hunt.
The Cubs aren't exploiting their receivers as much as they have in previous weeks. I think that the heat and their attempts to manage their fatigue, as I say that, there's a big pass.
That's a big catch. That's Chariot again. Actually, second for the day, I think. That was a great reception. Sorry to cut you off there, James. That's an absolute great reception there. So Chariot with the touchdown. And all of a sudden, we got a game. We got a game on our hands. It's just about 10 points difference. And around about 20 minutes to go. So it should turn out to be very interesting. And it looks like here Dawson is going for the 2 points. Do any teams in the Colts actually go for 1 point as we check out our play on product replay here?
I have seen, I believe, the UNSW Raiders. They went for 1.
And that's an incomplete as the replay is just finishing up there.
So that puts the scores at 28-18, 10-point difference.
Yes, leaves the scores level there. Sorry, so you were saying, so UNSW are probably the only team that really kick field goals, don't they?
Yes, UNSW and Wollongong, I've seen 2 total attempts this season, and 1 from the team, and only 1 was actually successful. So, as my former coach said, you only need to make 50% of the 2-point conversions to make 100% of the 1 points.
That's it.
And as we see at the Nationals as well, New South Wales tends to keep away from the 1-point conversions, as we prefer to go for the 2.
I mean, to be honest, I mean, I've seen as you've seen the Cubs come back out here to kick off, you're going to see Chariot step up and put the kick through. Now, for anyone who has seen already, Chariot's got an absolute leg on him. For me, I would have just been like, well, just, throw him in. But, that's really up to the selectors and the coaches and everything like that for the trials and everything like that, for the state team, excuse me.
You see him there still wearing his Australia Outback helmet.
See, that's a good solid kick. He's just been fielded on the 1-yard line. But it looks like they're number 38, I think it is. Sorry, 88. Number 88 there from the Seahawks. It looks like
Spencer Christo.
Spencer Christo there just runs the ball out just over the 22-yard line as Whiting and his offense are coming back out there. Looking to hopefully put this one away. I mean, I think if they can score now and the defense comes out strong in the next series, they should probably put this one away. You've got Whiting stepping up there, giving you instructions to his offensive line. You've got Gamu in the shotgun next to him. And it looks like it's going to be a Gamu run outside. And he steps back up and he's... Oh, fumble. And, oh, that's lucky. That looks like it's just a recovery by number 24, Pradowski.
The Cubs think that they've got the ball.
They don't have the ball.
Still waiting on confirmation.
No, that's still, that's second down.
Seahawks.
That was number 10 by the Cubs there. Trevor Tafoya. Sorry, apologies. Marshall Luke. Marshall Luke thinking he had the recovery there. That's lucky. That's lucky for the Seahawks because if the Cubs pick that up right now, that could be a tide changer. We've got a 2nd and 2. And it's a pass to number 1. And he stopped. What a great tackle there. That's an absolute great tackle there from number 88 from the Cubs. That was a pass to... sorry, my apologies. That was a pass to Marshall... No, sorry. That was a pass to Trevor Toifer. And it was tackled there. Stopped short. We've got the snap, and it looks like Whiting's keeping this one, and he stopped again. That's a huge stop for the Cubs. That is an absolutely huge stop at this time of the game. That's number 4, Tyler Hunt with the big stop there. Stop again. That's a huge stop by number 31 from the Cubs. Zach Fernley picking up the big stop there, and it looks like this is going to be a turn. Yeah, this is a turnover. That's right. The Lions offense marches back out onto the field. It's a huge fourth down stop.
Correction, that's the Cubs.
Sorry,
offense.
Cubs. See, that's why I play Division 1. I'm too used to calling them the Lions. For those who aren't aware, Sydney Uni are the Cubs, and they are taking on the Sutherland Seahawks right now. The score is 28-18 as we check out our play on product replay. You see Whiting step up, and he goes for the run, and it looks like it's a huge stop there by Corey Dean.
Whiting's again going for the run and stopped again by Liam Goring.
And my apologies there. I actually thought that they missed that 4th down conversion, but looks like Whiting's a lot better than I thought he was. As we're waiting the snap. That's just going to be a pass.
To no one in particular.
Going straight out. That was a solid rush there. Solid rush by Zach Fernley. And it looks like we've got a timeout called by the Seahawks.
Timeout Seahawks, their 2nd timeout for the half.
So this game so far, the Seahawks have used 5 of their timeouts. The Cubs are yet to use any.
And for our viewers who aren't aware, the Seahawks, sorry, the Colts, you're allowed 3 timeouts per half. Right, is that right? Is it 3 or 2?
Yeah, 3.
3 timeouts per half.
Yep, and you can see there on your live feed that it is 29 degrees.
It doesn't feel like 29. It feels a lot worse than that. Probably in the booth that I'm in right now, it's about 29. I think out in the field in the sun, it's probably about a 30-something or so. As you see there, the boys are all getting their hydration in. Seahawks there listening to Coach Lambropoulos. And I think, is he doing that to Whiting? Can you see the towel? Yeah, he's got a towel on the back of Whiting's. He had a towel on the back of Whiting's neck, just try and cool the body down, because the heat out there will be really, really bad at the moment. As we come out of the timeout there, we see the referee, Matthew Fordham, trying to crack jokes, thinking he's funny. Sorry, Fordham's from my club. I just like to give it to him. All right, here we go. We've got a snap here to Whiting. 3rd down and 9 by the looks of it. And looks like it's a keep again from Whiting. And he's going to break, and he's stopped. Stopped there by number 76 from the Cubs. And that is Sam Vasic. And we've got a 4th and 2. Big 4th down and 2.
So on that last play, the Cubs ran a 2-man defensive line. They are now playing a 3. They realised the slight mistake there, so they've put 3 back on.
Looks like they got 3. I don't know if it's not 3 down linemen. It's just 3. Yeah, and they're sending 3. And yes, and look at that. The ball's thrown backwards. Gammy's better jump on that.
Gammy's
going to take the tackle. Better off taking the tackle. Wow, that's a huge stop from the Cubs.
That's a loss of around 19. No, sorry, 16.
And if for all my friends for all the viewers who aren't aware, I'm actually being told by my good friend Stephen Armstrong that he told me at halftime. If anyone saw our little halftime show, how Justin Whiting would turn it on in the second half. It's all right, mate. You were right. Here we go. And so we've got the Cubs lining up. 1st down. Dawson takes the ball, steps back, and he just puts it up. And it looks like that's just short of Brindham. Just short of Brindham. That's good pass defense there by number 12 from the Seahawks, Dean Hall. Just causing enough sort of traffic in between that pass to stop the pass getting to him. Here we go, 2nd down, 2nd and 10. And there's a rush coming, and he still puts it. And that's a catch.
Wow.
That's a catch. That's a great catch.
No. We've got
ref differing
discussion.
opinions. Here we go. We had one ref calling a touchdown, the other one calling it
incomplete.
Incomplete.
One ref is claiming that it was juggled and not in control. The other claiming full control. We'll hear from head ref.
Oh, here we go. We've got a touchdown. Confirmed. That's Chariot. That's number 4 for the day? 3. Kid's on fire. For all our friends joining us over Facebook there, throw up a like, throw up a comment, throw up a shout out. It looks like here that we've got a game on our hands now. Seahawks 28, Uni 24 with the conversion to come.
As you see on the replay there.
He just puts a bomb up, and with all that pushing and shoving out there, he gets the catch. And we see that it looks like...
That's a 2-point conversion there.
2-point conversion there by Tyler Hunt, running the ball over and bringing it to 28-26 with around about 10 minutes to go in the game.
So this final 10 minutes, as I said, will be a very, very interesting one.
Very, very interesting one. Yeah, you're on the money there.
And now comes down to who can convert their touchdowns more.
Yeah, well, this is if the score stay level as it is, you don't think Uni are going to really think about their missed conversions already. I think they've missed about 2 or 3. They're really going to think about that and think, like that's where we went wrong.
As we see in the comments section, a couple of UTS players thought that they should be here today. It ended up being the misconversions last week for them that took it to overtime and unfortunately gave the Cubs the win. So
the conversions are really what do it for everyone. And I think that any player can agree with that there. You really think about whether you should go for 1 or 2 points. What would be worth it, I guess, and what would what can ensure that you guys get good points there. Looks like we've got 22 out there kicking. Sharia's taking a break. Lachlan Gregory out there to put the kick through. And that's a sort of a shank. That's picked up by number 88. and tackled. And 88 from the Seahawks picked that one up.
Spencer Crislow.
And he was tackled there by number 38 from the Cubs.
So
Jack Ryan.
You can't see it on your live feed here, but the Cubs sideline, they've got the towels out, they've got the waters, they're sitting down. I think this heat is really getting to everyone today. And on the far side, you've got the Seahawks that are trying to find the little shade that they possibly can.
I don't think you got anything at all. No chance. Here we go. We've got the Seahawks lining up. First down. Takes a snap. It looks like Whiting rolling out. And there's a flag. And it's going to be for holding. That's a flag. We'll wait for the call from the ref. Looks like it's going to be holding.
Holding number 72 on the offense. 10 yards from the previous spot. Replay first down.
That's it. And just a shout out to Aaron O'Neill saying the Gators lost to themselves last week. That's a big call, man. That's a very big call. Saying the Gators lost to themselves last week. They didn't want to be in the final as much as the Cubs. And if we check out there, we've got number 77, Daniel Liang, I think it is.
Yep.
Center. He's trying to get the little shade that he's got covering his head. They must have wet that shirt to put on his head just to try and cool the body down. It's going to be a long 10 minutes.
Stole Andrew Malpass's jersey to keep himself nice and cool.
Nice and cool. That's it. We've got Justin Whiting keeping the ball on a quarterback keep, and on that read option, we've got a tackle there by number 10 from the Cubs. That looks like it was Marshall Luke. Marshall Luke on defense today. Shout out to Aaron O'Neill again. I think this guy's got good banter, saying that's match fixing when it didn't give the Seahawks any shade. I'm not going to say anything to that at all. Leave that up to the GNSW to cover. Here we go. We've got second and about 13. It's a little pass off to Gamu, and he's up just outside on the 25, 26-yard line by the looks of it. Oh, no, he's up to about the 28-yard line. We've got our Rambunctious fans underneath us here. It's a good, solid turnout, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Almost put the Tigers to shame.
I think any turnout here will put the Tigers to shame. Yes, I'm throwing shade at the West Tigers. Come at me. Here we go. We've got a run here from Whiting straight through the center, and it doesn't even look like he's short. He is short. We got a big tackle there by number 31, Zach Fernley. Zach Fernley having a blinder out there at the Mike linebacker position. 4th down and 1. This is huge. This is going to be a huge conversion. If they can pick this up, this might actually settle the game.
Looking at the Cubs sideline, Daniel Liang's now got a towel instead of just a jersey. He may take a wee bit of a break coming back on if the Seahawks cannot convert this first down.
And looks like they're going to convert. Yeah, they're going to convert. Yeah.
Whiting's
still going. Oh. Whiting's still on.
Solid 15 yards on that play.
Solid 15 yards. Tackle there by number 78 from the Cubs, Matthew Lagoy. That's a big run. He breaks one tackle and goes straight up through. There we go. We've got number 87 from the Seahawks. That is Leroy Heater. If any of the cameras caught him, you can see him trying to pump up the crowd, pump up his sideline. We've got a run here from Gamu. Gamu's tackled just up around about the 44-yard line, something.
Brings up about a second and 8.
That momentum from the crowd and your team, it really puts like a little bit of wind behind you, eh?
Oh, it makes the Seahawks unstoppable.
Yeah.
Last year there was the drums were brought to the field.
The drums, wow.
That was nice and distracting for us.
That's a flag on the field there. I believe we're going to have a false start. Just going to confirm this one here.
False start, number 81 on the offense. 5 yards, still second.
That's a false start there on 81, who we actually don't have a name for, so let's just confirm that later on. We had a false start there on number 81 out in the tight end position, I think it was.
That's what timing is good. I'm happy with that. Thank you.
There we go, we're getting a snap to Whiting here. We've got a second down. Steps back, he looks for the pass, he finds Pradowski. Pradowski's tackled on the 36-yard line. And
Sorry, that's the 44 line.
44 line.
Timeout, Cubs. Their first timeout.
Cubs calling a timeout there. Looks like number 10 from the Cubs was calling for the timeout after that tackle. Marshall Luke looks like he's needs a breather. He's taking a seat on the sideline. Got St. John's ambulance standing there just helping him out. It's been a very hot, very humid sort of day. If any of you caught the halftime show, they watered the ground before the game, and now because of the heat, all the humidity is rising. As we can see, the coach from the Cubs there really giving it to his boys, trying to get some, get behind them and support them as much as he can, and give them some last few words of advice.
Got Benjamin Shariat sitting on the sideline here, getting his ankle strapped up.
Ooh, that's interesting. I can see that, yeah. They're getting a solid, looks like a high ankle strap.
Hopefully there's not too much damage. It's just a bit of stability control there.
Hopefully.
Daniel Liang's towel has also been transferred over to Tyler Hunt, as he's now probably a wee bit hot as well.
I think Liang's on the field. I think he's out there. Yeah, Liang's out there at right end.
Yeah.
We've got a snap here to Whiting. And it's a little end around to Pradowski. Pradowski's up across.
Oh, bit of a high tackle there.
Ooh, there's no flag on that. And we've got another timeout called by the Cubs. We've got a huge fourth down coming up.
Timeout, Cubs. The second timeout for the half.
Absolutely massive fourth down. And thank you to our good old friend from, former UTS Colts coach, Matt Long, just confirming to me there that the last time the Cubs were actually in a final was in 2010. So you think that's about 7 years ago. None of these boys will be in that team. So it's all new to them. So it's going to be a very huge very huge game, very huge time coming up for him in the next, 6 minutes?
Yep.
And this is where I think, if you look at both these teams, I think that the Seahawks would really have this because they've got the experience. They've got the experience in big-time games, in trying to push everything all the way through to the end to get that title, whereas this is all new for the Cubs. But I think if they lose this one, they'll be back.
Yeah.
100%. That's a great team. It's well-coached, well-drilled. They should be back there. So we've got a huge fourth down and about 5 coming up. Quarterback keep, $100. Oh, no, it's Gamu. And he's breaking, and he's gone. 10-5, touchdown.
We've also got a flag on the field there, back at the 22.
Flag on the field. So this may stand, but we have to wait and confirm. It looks like it's going to be on the offense.
Holding number 24 on the offense.
Wow.
It's Pradowski.
If we could take a shot of the fans right in front of us, they're all throwing up the boos. They're all not happy about that call at all. So they're going to count it back from the spot of the foul. It'll be an automatic first down, though, won't it?
Yeah.
Because he was holding after the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So the clock's still running at the moment.
There was a bit of push and shove from number 13, Bana Mohammed, but no, the flag was not thrown against him. It was thrown against Pradowski.
Here we go, first down. You got Gamu running outside and Whiting with the keep.
Yep,
Whiting with the spin, that's a block in the back. That wasn't called. And he's out across the 14-yard line.
First down.
This kid's really got something special.
The state and national rep teams for the Colts are going to be very, very good to watch in the upcoming competitions.
Yeah, I heard last year's New South Wales team was absolutely on fire.
Yeah.
Played very well. Got a big first down here, and he's taking the knee. That's a timeout call by the Cubs. That's their last timeout. I think this might be the game.
Well, we've got just over 30 seconds left, so
Looks like they might just take another knee and just let this one go.
So that's number 88 from the Cubs, Michael Galanos, having a chat to the referees just before he goes to the huddle for the timeout. We might hear what was said.
Have a timeout for the Lions, the third and final timeout.
I'll just correct the referee there. It's actually the Cubs, not the Lions. I feel like everyone's having that issue today.
Yeah, everyone is. It's all right, guys. The Lions are coming up later on, 5 p.m. We've got the Waratah Bowl contested between the Western Sydney Pirates and the Sydney Uni Lions. But coming up next, about 2 p.m. kickoff, we have the Opal Bowl. The undefeated UNSW Raiders look to go 4 in a row. I think it's 3 in a row. They look to get 3 titles in a row when they take on the newcomers, the ACT Diamonds. You can hear all the Seahawks fans underneath us there making lots of noise. Looks like it might just be a kneel out now.
Yeah.
They got no timeouts left. Yeah, he's going to take a knee.
We've just got just over 30. Yep.
Take the knee, that's it. And that's the game.
It's 2-point game, and yeah.
That's it. That's the game. And the Seahawks have done it 5 in a row.
5 undefeated, 5 in a row.
5 in a row. Congratulations to the Sutherland Seahawks and commiserations to the Sydney Uni Cubs. As you see them there, I think they've already dumped the Gator on the coach. Yep. Ice on the field. They've already dumped the Gatorade on the coach.
And yep, more ice is being thrown around. It was a good effort from Sydney Uni this year. They were top of the table up until round 9, until that fateful game against the Seahawks. As I said, it was 50-40. We've got, you can't see it on the live feed here, but we've got Coach Justin from the Cubs just trying to figure out exactly what went wrong today.
Yeah. But you know what? Nothing against the Cubs. I mean, the Seahawks are just a better team at the end of the day.
Yeah,
they're extremely well drilled, and they played absolutely lights out today. Whiting had an absolute MVP game, and I would not be surprised if he picks up the man of the match today.
Yeah, over 300 points scored for the Cubs this year, but unfortunately, the final game got to them.
That's it. You see here we got number 7 and number 28 from the Seahawks celebrating in front of our great friends there at on the camera. We'd also like to thank our major sponsor today, Tribal Sport. Tribal Sport are now the 2018 New South Wales Wolfpack jersey sponsors. So thank you very much to them. Really tough to be in that Sydney University circle right now. You see them all with their heads down, hands on hips.
Well, especially after the season they had, dominating all the way through until 2 weeks before the playoffs, and unfortunately going down to their opponents.
That's it. You got to have that killer instinct, and I mean, you know, they played really, really, really well. So there's nothing against them at all. But that killer instinct that the Seahawks have is probably why they're champions 5 years in a row.
Thanks for joining us, guys. I'm standing by here with Coach Jason Lambropoulos. Jason, first, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
5 in a row. How's it feel?
Feels fantastic. I mean, the effort and preparation, the amount of preparation that the kids put in, our coaches put in, I mean, it pays off. It's good to feel that payoff and see the results at the end of seasons like these.
Yeah, we were talking about it before. We were saying how there's a lot of similarities between both your teams. The Cubs are well drilled, and so are your guys here. But I feel like you guys have that sort of killer instinct there, and particularly you got a lot with Whiting, your quarterback there. Yeah.
Perennially, the Sydney Uni are a fantastic Colts team. We've had battles with them for years. I've been coaching since 2012. Been involved since 2008, but we've had grand finals with these guys before. 2010 was the last one we beat them in. They were the powerhouse back then. It's similar in this. They're well coached. They've got good scheme. You're right. They're well drilled. They tackle really well. I think that was the biggest thing for us coming in. And when you play a team like that offensively, it's about getting athletes the ball, getting athletes in space, and making sure they can make plays for you.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, we saw with Gamu, your running back number 7 there, Gamu, and then we've also had Whiting as well. They both had a lights-out game there. Look, to be honest, I mean, you guys did really, really well, and we're really happy for you guys. So congratulations again, Coach.
Thank you so much.
And all the best for the future seasons.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Cheers.
Sutherland Seahawks. The Sydney Uni team once again against the Colts. Stay around.